Well, I worked in a thrift shop 30-something years, but before that, Bob hired me to clean the building and the dorm after the work camps left. Then he put me in the thrift shop with my sister Betty, and we worked all the time. We were open 5 days a week, sometimes on Saturday, and I loved the people and how we got along with everybody. It was just fantastic to work at Sunset Gap.
So I'm Dan Davis. My dad was Bob Davis. He was the director of Sunset Gap. And we moved in to East Tennessee back in '65 when I was 1.5.
Things sort of evolved as time went along. We added new programs and got to know more people. Dan used to think it was really nice because his friends came to play with him in the preschool room.
I was a student there until I graduated 1 year. I was out and stayed with my grandmother Breeden on Wheellight. Mother got mad at something and I had to stay with my other grandmother. I didn't like that.
My affiliation with Sunset Gap is I'm the current executive director, and I've served in this capacity since 2018. I've been associated with Sunset Gap since 2015. I started as a board member and eventually became executive director.
When I was a kid, Oscar Clark was a director here, and we played baseball, Little League baseball. Played against the black boys from Tanner High School. We, out of just an old field, we built a ball field out of down here. And one week they would come up here and play. The next week we would go down to the Tanner School in Newport and play. That was back in the middle 1950s.
I participated in a lot of things, mostly thrift shop, work camp, preschool, Sunday school, sewing club, and Bible study.
Well, I mean, everything that happened to Sunset Gap in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, up till now, I've been associated with. I did Boy Scouts, preschool, and all the community events that took place, Sunday school there, so a lot of good memories.
As I said, I began teaching preschool in 1986. I went to Sunset Gap in interest of putting my oldest son in preschool, and I met Joy Black, who was the teacher at the preschool at the time, and she was a very interesting lady. She was from Africa, and she was born in England, but she taught in Africa, so she had a very interesting world perspective, which was very neat. And after talking to Joy Black, she asked me if I would be interested in a preschool assistant job. And I have a background in elementary education at Maryville College, so of course I was very interested in that.